I'm the Spirit Keeper, and I give you a reason for every season. And today we just got an insanely huge news regarding Home Depot Halloween, halfway to Halloween. Tomorrow, April 8th at 7 a.m. EST, all of these items will be going up for sale on the Home Depot website for halfway to Halloween, and I'm shocked to see something like this early in the month, as we typically get halfway to Halloween drops typically around the last week of April. But April 8th, tomorrow, we will be seeing tons of items coming for Home Depot Halloween 2026, and this is by far the largest halfway to Halloween drop we have ever seen of all time from any retailer. But I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's dive right into this huge information regarding Home Depot Halloween 2026. Now, right off the bat, I want to start with this gigantic image regarding basically every single animatronic that will be releasing tomorrow live on the website. And I do also want to say that these will be in limited quantities, and once they are gone for good. So definitely be up and ready to place your orders for these items. But first, I want to start off with the neon Jack-in-the-Box clown that was canceled from last year. He will be debuting on the Home Depot website tomorrow morning, and I'm 100% going to have to get my hands on this guy because I absolutely loved him last year when we did see him at the manager meeting, and now he finally will be debuting for 2026. And also in the background, we can actually see another version of him, with being a more red version and not so neon, which this is actually something that we did see from a company in Germany that now is actually releasing for Home Depot. So I'm really surprised to see this, but obviously it is the same thing as the neon Jack-in-the-Box clown, however just a different color. We will also be seeing the horrifying Hops and the Frostbane snowman that were also canceled from last year coming along for 2026. Obviously, these are the holiday related items to go along with the killer leprechaun that we did see last year. And once again, these two are absolutely awesome items that I was really sad to see not coming for last year, but they will be making their way in to the 2026 lineup for halfway to Halloween. Both of the Jack-in-the-Box clowns will be being retailed for $179, so the prices for these guys especially are absolutely awesome. However, we do have a price for Horrifying Hops and the Snarling Snowman, with them both being retailed for $199, which is an absolute steal, especially with Horrifying Hops being 7 feet tall and the Snowman being 6.5 feet tall. I'm really debating whether to get the Snarling Snowman because he is just such an awesome piece that can work both for Halloween and Christmas. I feel like he's an awesome creepy Christmas piece, and I definitely feel like that I do need to pick him up, so stay tuned for an unboxing. Off to the right of this image, we can see the crawling skeleton that was supposed to release last year as well, but was canceled due to tariffs. And I really love the lighting on this specific image with all the purple in his rib cage and then also his eyes. And honestly, we do know that he will have a crawling animation with him actually being on a track. However, I am wondering if Home Depot did kind of improve the mech on this guy, as obviously back in the manager meeting, we did see that it was really slow. However, one thing I did like about the prop is how his arms kind of rose up and his head also tilted back, almost looking up. I think that was really neat, but I'm really curious to see a demo for this guy, whether or not the track will be faster or the same speed. So that will definitely be the break-in deal when it does come to me purchasing this guy, whether or not. But then another thing that we can also see in this image is a brand new skeleton T-Rex. Obviously, we are going to be getting the skeleton raptor from Home Depot this year that we did see at this year's manager meeting, and they did actually have a piece very similar to this in the previous years a while ago, and now he will be coming back sort of in a new form for 2026. I know a lot of people like this one, and I'm glad to see him come back because I think it's definitely a piece that will sell really well. I did also want to mention that the crawling skeleton will be being retailed for $199, and then the skeleton T-Rex will be $399. So definitely really good prices for these two props. But moving on to another image, we get our first look at a brand new version of the Knight Dullahan animatronic that we did see back in 2024. And this one is a brand new blue version of it, and I absolutely love how it looks. This is being called the Knight Frostbane. I absolutely love the lighting on this one. Once again, honestly, a headless horseman design, just like Knight Dullahan. And I think that this just turned out so awesome. Once again, the lighting brings this character together as a whole. I love that sort of more Frost-esque appearance to it, as it's in the name Frostbane. I think that this is a really nice piece, and this is being retailed for $399. Before we move on to most of the returning items that will be coming for halfway to Halloween, I want to talk about this brand new pumpkin vine creature standing at 6.5 feet tall. And this is probably the item that has me the most excited because this would work perfectly in my display for this year. With this only being retailed for $129, which is an absolutely insane price, especially considering the amount of detail you're getting. I just love all the pumpkins going up its entire body. I think it looks really nice. And then also the Poppy animatronic being named Cabernet Casualty will be retailing for $199. We did see this at the manager meeting, and this will have a pop-up animation, which I think is a neat piece, especially to go along with Dean the Deathologist, but it's nothing too crazy and nothing that I'm a huge fan of. But then we also do have the brand new 8.5-foot undead horse, which is a version of the Knight Frostbane, just with that more red lighting like Knight Dullahan. However, this doesn't have the actual skeleton rider on it. It's just the plain horse, and this one will be being retailed for $249. And the final brand new item that will be going live tomorrow on the website. This is going to be the brand new version of Lethal Lily, and this one will be app controlled, being retailed for $299. We did get a glimpse of this at the manager meeting this year, and I will say I'm not a huge fan of this one. I think that the original version of Lethal Lily was a lot better, and it does remind me a lot of the Nightshade Witch that we did see last year, but I'm just not a huge fan of her. Finally, moving on to the returning items, let's start off with the Maleficent animatronic from last year. This one was a really good seller last year, and it sold out in a blink of an eye on the website, and this one is still remaining the same price tag of $279. So if you missed out on her last year, definitely don't sleep on her this time around, because this will most likely be your last chance to snag her, and I know she's going to sell out really fast. And then we do also have the hearse from last year, once again $399. And then we do have the skeleton pony, the black variant, being retailed for $129. Once again, these are all the returning items coming from previous years, especially last year. Well, there you have it, a first look at the Home Depot Halloween 2026 Halfway to Halloween launch that will be taking place tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm over the moon for this, and I cannot wait whatsoever. I'm definitely going to have to pick up tons of these items, and I will make sure to make posts on the items that I do end up purchasing. So definitely stick around for unboxing videos of those, and make sure to check around all my socials to figure out which animatronics I will have unboxings coming out of. But make sure to leave your thoughts on these props down in the comments below. And anyway, make sure to remember that I'm the Spirit Keeper, and I give you a reason for every season. See you tomorrow.